Hello everyone, this is part number 12. We're gonna proceed through Act 2. Gonna deal with Cronley gang again. Let's summon our friends. At the last episode we managed to get all of our points. Let's kill Shank. There is a one-shot chest here. Let's save Skinner's family. I'm gonna pick the middle options. That's gonna be a nice passive experience just from one conversation. We received tons of pet stuff. Pretty unfortunate. Some Swifties. We love them, they attack fast, so they take more retaliation. Let's build our map again. I'm gonna stick with Isaiah Redden. It's a vendor that I love to have, so I'm gonna pick the top options. I'm gonna grab the rift. There is a few crystal spawns here. Always nice to clear. I'm gonna do this cave. There is a shrine, and this cave comes with tons of rovers reputation. This guy is pretty slow. Which automatically means not gonna take so much retaliation damage out of this fight. But he is a boss, so he gives maximum reputation. Also he drops 2 MIs, so that's good chunk of iron bits as well. And as I repeat several times, hardcore is a slow game. building your map, your vendors, your reputation and infamy levels. It's very important. Shrines at this point give us only loot and experience, but that's very important because I have tons of devotions to level up, apart from everything else. I have dynamite at this point, but I love to clear the mine. This is Devil's Crossing reputation, some chance for a Royal Jellies as well. Nicholas Baltazar is a cakewalk at this point. I have tons of armor, defensives. My life bar barely move. That's Beacon of Wintervale. Now it's a good time to go back.
See anything you like?
We have to craft this stuff.
See you around.
First, let's take some experience.
Well, you worked here. We have to hit them hard and fast.
So from now on, we're gonna need one amber for a devotion. We have to buy this, I think, from the rovers. We're gonna need silver. Did I write it right? I think supposed to have this. Yeah, I have to buy it from the rovers. That's pretty unfortunate. I missed that part at normal. That's fine though. These guys can be pretty scary. But my build is absolutely counter to them. Because they did mostly physical damage. Apart from their enhancement. I'm gonna leave a rift here so I can backtrack. Yeah, vengeful, right? I think Rover sells this. Okay. I'm gonna jump to the village. Bribe our old friend again. As I explained in the first episodes, this is the best thing you can do. This price totally worth it. And he's gonna appear as a hero later on. If you kill him now, you don't receive anything. Also, he will be a regular white mob. So, not ideal.
See anything you like?
Yep. Mark of Mogdrogan.
Put it to good use.
Now we can go back and craft this, because we're gonna need it. We're gonna need one now and one later on. Also we're gonna need we're gonna need flint as well at Pine Barrens for a different devotion. At this point I'm gonna dump everything until I either soft cap this or max it out. Usually I just do a soft cap because after that there is a diminishing returns. But we're gonna see how it goes. I have to do a little bit walking of shame again. But I just forgot to buy this blueprint. Mythical Empowered Final March. This is not bad at all. I'm not still ready. My elemental resistance pretty bad shape. I'm gonna clear the hive. This is Coven and Homestead reputation. At this point I have mandate as well, so I'm gonna receive even more. Also I need couple of royal jellies for a quest. At this point XP grind is a very important. We want to start scaling, especially according to our level. We're gonna find our loot as well. I don't want low level loot at this point. Let's deal with the orc. Golgot. This guy hurts usually. Before you did something reckless, it's good to check your stun resistance. Mine's pretty low, 35. So usually at this point I'm gonna skip these guys. They can be pretty deadly. They come with a very nice chunk of reputation. But usually if your build is not optimized, you're gonna take tons of damage. At this point I feel pretty confident, but keep in mind, not every build can handle them at this point. They are 5 levels on top of me as well. But I roll Boris plus wrecked by Protoss. This is a better matchup. Usually Ascendant Aidan is much more scary with his stun jacks. Can put you in a very bad loop. I got stun locked several times by this guy. Never underestimate them. This guy is very scary. As Ascendant Aidan keep one of the records from the last season for killing so much players. It ended up around 28 kills, which is a reasonable number. This is a guarantee spawn. Can't be everyone. There is a different heroes. Can't be even our friend that we bribe. And there is one more spawn here. Most of the time is a Pharaoh, but this time is Slavak, the Breaker, which is a better matchup. Pharaoh is kinda tanky. This guy is just sword and board, but not that tanky. Okay, money box not here, maybe at the second location. There is a secret quest here. Arkovia journal. A nice passive experience from this devotion. At this point we want to reach 75 as soon as possible. I want to equip. So this is Cyril's Shade Song. It's a Nightblade. Our build loves Nightblades. They take tons of damage because they attack with both weapons. And here is when Direni comes handy. It's an extra boss to farm. If you farm reputation and infamy levels, you can land this boss with several different ones from the mines. Because farming Cronley's infamy is kinda tedious. Also at the vanilla game you have just these mines as an option. But Direni is a proper boss. We got despised. As you can see, he gives maximum reputation. That's why at Ultimate I prefer to make a deal with him. That's gonna speed up my farmings more. Because he adds another 112 reputation points on the table. Guaranteed dynamite at this point. And Moneybox should be at his last spawn location. Yep, he's here. Exactly in front of Cronley's hideout. He's not much into melee, so it's gonna take a while. Cronley wants to have a chat with us. But I'm not going to listen this trash talking. If you manage to kill him before he put his second force field, that's not too bad for a retaliation build. Actually, we manage, not too bad. I'm gonna pick up. This time I have 6 clusters, so I'm gonna pick the extra materials. That's bunch of crystals and other stuff. His ring, void touch of squalls, totally garbage. Okay, now we can go back, bring back all the quests. That's gonna net us a level, I hope. We get honored. This guy wants from us to restore Mogdrogan's shrine. I'm gonna leave that quest for now. Can be a little bit complicated. Down guard is a pretty good set. I'm gonna keep the gloves just for now. I'm gonna keep the extra rings. That's Empyrean's Mercy.
See you around.
I'm gonna show you another option to farm materials. When you level up your Empyreans, be sure you recast them because they fade off.
Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use.
We're gonna buy our mandate because we're gonna deal with Old Tarkovia. That's tons of experience.
Well, damn, now they're...
That's a good chunk of experience. We're gonna talk with Barnabas.
Come, friend. Right to business.
Yes, at once.
When you give this guy the explosives, the dynamites, you can use dismantle option. Best way is to dismantle legendary gear. As you can see, I got 1 heart. That's pretty good exchange. Another heart. And we run out of dynamites. This quest is a pretty rippy one, but I'm gonna do it. My poison resistance in pretty good shape. I think should be alright. It's one of the final quests from the Devil's Crossing quest line. Few extra notes as well. And the story around this guy is pretty interesting. He is a arcanist. He tried to find a way to deal with the Grimdawn. Make somehow superhumans. He tried to make a hybrid between human and lizard, because lizard they can recover their body parts, so that was his idea. But he was kinda a madman. At first place his wife helps him as well. She was a scientist like him, but his sick ambition start to use rovers, because rovers are basically homeless people in Grimdawn. So the experiments was brutal. None of the spices survive the whole procedure. Some of them basically get crazy, and after a couple of days they dies. So when his wife discovered this, he basically killed her. Their daughter was basically a kid, and there is a idea of his that his mistake why his experiments fails basically is because he use adults. And you can guess what happened next. He used his own daughter, and his own daughter is actually the first slit, and we have to kill her at this point. This area is very dangerous. All the floor, that green thing on the map, the poison pools, it looks like water, but it's not. It's a poison pools. So if you stand on top of it, you start to take damage. Pretty massive as well, especially if Even my resistance is capped, I still take tons of damage. Also, Mutator is not in my forte, it's a cruel, so I deal 8% less damage. Not fun at all. So here is his daughter, Elena. You have to be sure you fight her at the middle, not on top of these geysers, and you'll be alright. She uses Tsunami like every single of the Slit bosses, just she's super tanky and also she's level 74. I'm not supposed to be here that early, but I'm pretty confident in my build. Problem is she is a caster. Her MI is a pretty good Nightblade MI. Unfortunately, this quest is unlocked after you hit Honor with Devil's Crossing, but this amulet is a top notch. It's a 1 to Nightblade, a lot of cold damage, and other mods. So this is the gate formula, the guy that make all this mess and bring Slit to World of Karn. There is a 2 options for ending this quest. You can give it straight to this guy. Oh, I didn't pick the formula. Oh no. Oh. So dumb. I have to run the whole place again. What I picked was the lore note instead of the chest. But it's what it is. It's gonna be minute or two, but I do this all the time. Don't be like me, pay attention. So you don't have to do walk of shame every time. Thankfully this build is pretty mobile for a tank. If I have to walk back with a caster or something like this, it's gonna be a very frustrating. But actually this was like a minute, so not too bad. I prefer to give it straight away. There is a different ending of this quest. You can keep it and after that use it on a crystal at Maumut at the fleshwork, and you're gonna receive a smoke companion. This companion don't affect your stats or your gameplay, it's just for cosmetics. I'm gonna clear the hype again. Some extra royal jellies and good chunk of experience to the Coven and Homestead. It's never a bad thing. Especially Coven, they have a brutal augments. One of them gives 75 offensive ability on a ring and amulet slot, which is 225 in total if you pick all of them. Okay. Good thing about Twin Falls, you have a guaranteed totem. On 3 different spawn locations. I'm gonna do the assignment quest as well. This is extremely good chunk of reputation. Usually rovers is pretty easy to pick up, because tons of undeads all around the world. It's not just here. And here I'm gonna kill several bosses and stuff, especially Kilran and the 3 noble lords. Also a totem. This can be very rippy on a different build. This guy hits like a truck. They have this 2 times slam attack, as I explained to you. If you are some squishy and get hit with 2, and in the worst case, if there is a spawn 4 of them, this is way too much damage to handle. Again, I'm gonna go for objectives. Don't want to deal so much with these guys. Especially here, tons of healers and stuff. Let's grab this. Almost dread is already here. I'm gonna check for healers. There is none. It's a straightforward battle. He is a lightning based undead. Nothing special. I have several pieces for the lighting retaliation, either a warder or archon. At this point I'm gonna leave a rift. Gonna grab this quest. At this point I don't did this quest at elite, so if I finish it at ultimate I'm gonna receive 2 points, elite include. They changed that before a couple of patches, which is a very good quality of life, because these quests they just force you to go back to elite. But after the changes, the game supports just 2 difficulties. So this is Spirit Totem, this is not so scary. It's not Forsaken or Ancient, so it's gonna be a normal spawns, which is easy reputation, easy loot, easy experience as well. Gonna finish this quest. A very good chunk of experience. We're getting stronger. Our physical shred is in a good point now. So let's find Laudus Varga. He's exactly the middle. So from all 3 nobles, Laudus Varga is the most deadly one if he hits you with the meteor showers. And he deals decent damage as well in a as you can see, he is the only one that managed to take like 10 or 20% of my life pool. But still nothing special, like if you position yourself properly, you don't have any problems, and that's usually a very slow. Here is Rowena Kerr. It's gonna be a slow fight because he's a archer. But thankfully she triggers our devotion, so she takes some passive damage on top of my shield slam and my blitz. So here is Kieran, another slow battle. A lot of healers. I prefer to clear this room because sometimes they manage to heal him and there is no way to kill them. It's very frustrating. You have to kite him till the end of the map. Heal run is a fire and vitality resistance check. Also there is a healers. You want to be sure you get rid of them. Especially on this build, cause I can easily face tank him, but usually you don't want to sit on these fields. It's gonna hurt you a lot. He plays a lot of dot damage as well. Vitality decay, as you can see. Especially when you kill him, you want to reposition yourself. So that's what I missed to craft is a one cold stone for this devotion. Gonna
I do the best I can with what I've
fix that.
Go on. Come see what's left of my wares. Put it to good use. Come see what's left of my wares.
That's a duplicate from the quest. It's a very common to get one. All the epic items you can sell. This is a very rare amulet. It's again a physical pierce nightblade, so in some cases you want to keep it, but I don't need it at the moment, so I'm gonna swap this. This a very nice swap at this point. Better armor rating. Better offensive ability. This is gonna help me a lot.
See anything you like?
I'm gonna keep Skinner's ring for now. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I lose a lot of poison resistance. Actually not that much because I can use a powder. Let's keep it that way for now until I fix my resistances. I'm gonna keep all the legendaries. I plan to blow them up with the dynamite. I'm pretty sure because first blacksmith is at Homestead. I'm gonna check this one. I think this one can craft dynamites as well.
Any more scrap metal?
Yep. I'm gonna leave myself 5 crystals, I think that's fine. I'm gonna blow up some legendaries for a profit. You can use shift left click, it's much faster, and again shift left click to pick up the reward. This is why you want to keep all the legendaries. If you sell them, it's not that profitable, but receive extra rare materials can save you so much time. I already received 4 hearts. I'm not gonna use this armor, it's 5 hearts. We can turn this into Blood of Cthon. This is epic. I'm gonna sell this. Another heart. Some rare components. I'm gonna need these boots. So this is a pretty good blowing session. Again, you always, when you play hardcore, play around your stash. There is a few stuff left to sell,
Come see what's left of my wares.
so I can have some space. I don't need this.
Iron well spent.
I'm gonna blow the Venom Spine Graves.
My specialty.
This is some Manticore Eye, another extremely rare component. I'm pretty happy with this outcome. And with all this, that's the end of this episode. Thank you everyone for watching. See you in the next one.